Katie.
Oh, hi.
Or should I say, Mishri. You and Alderon went down well outside of Tamorin. And so as soon as you had come to a halt, it was quite clear as far as the condition of the flitter that it was time to get off the bus.
Yes.
Let's get off the bus.
And hoof it. And so you spend the next several hours hoofing it, making best speed for Tamorin. Now, as you do so, you do see that there is smoke rising in several places. The 501st has left Tamorin, but the effects of the 501st are still being dealt with.
Yeah.
And as we all know, fires do not just go out. Approaching from the north, you have to come around the mountain. Alderon leads around the west side of the mountain rather than the east side.
Okay.
The east side would take you right through the heart of the city. You'd be passing the airfield, then you would be passing the legion, one of the legions that is now there. You would then be going by both the capital and the cathedral. And the Fortress Palatine.
Yeah, we should take the back door.
So, we're going to skip the tour this time.
Yeah.
And
I've only ever been here once before, and it was on my way to Wand, so.
yeah, it's a different experience going by foot.
Yeah.
Coming around the flank of the mountain. You do, from the path that he leads you on, you get a pretty good view of the sea. And you actually can see where it's like, oh yeah, I was there. Because you were at the Christianus estate.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we were outside of Tamorin.
Yeah, and so the Christianus estate is to the west side of Tamorin on the seashore. So you're on the mountain looking down, and you actually get, it's like, you can see, oh yeah, that's, the estate would be over there. It's thirsty work. Alderon really wishes that he'd been told this was all going to happen so that he would be better prepared. But you guys end up hiking over the shoulder of the mountain and coming down around to approach the citadel from its foot. How is Mishri dressed at this point?
Just something sturdy that she could travel in.
Okay. Nothing that looks like arrow, I am a mage.
Nothing showy, no.
Nothing, okay. Yeah, Alderon...
She's not wearing the Wand school colors or anything. She would have the cape with her, but it would be in her rucksack, being used more like a blanket. Yes, there is a cape, and it is bright amber. But it is not currently being worn.
Okay.
Because you don't wear a cape when you're in a flying machine.
No capes.
Close,
You don't
yes.
need it. And walking is hot. You don't wear a cape then either.
It is a different. The Christianus estate was big and rich, and some of the most ostentatious wealth that you would see.
Yeah.
And that's coming from Wand, which Wand itself was, from your perspective, ostentatious
It
wealth.
has the cathedral. Yeah.
The citadel is a different experience. It's not ostentatious. It is huge. When you look up at it, it's not simply like, oh, there's a castle on a hill. Mm-hmm. It looks as though the hands of giants carved away the hillside and left pure polished stone that rises about 1,200 feet over the seaside below. It is not a work of nature. And vaguely, that it was a work of immense majesty done centuries before on the onset of a great battle. But it does not reduce the mountain's immensity and it's simply you're looking up at that huge presence of power, authority, and might. That is the very inmost heart of the realm. And Alderon stops and looks up, and you can tell that he feels that as well. You know that armies have assailed the citadel. Mm-hmm. None ever took it. Mm-hmm. And now the two of you are going to go try.
Mm-hmm. We are David.
That is
marching to fight Goliath.
That is a very big Goliath.
Yes. We are Elijah facing the Syrian army.
Yep. Alderon and Mishri begin the climb up to the citadel. Do you have what kind of defenses, defensive biomes, and such like do you have?
A lot, like basic shield stuff.
Basic shield is better than no shield at all. As in, do you
I have a bouncy pattern so I can repel people.
Yeah. That will be more useful when you're high up.
Well, I mean, like if something is coming at me, I can spring it backwards.
No, you.
But that's about it.
Okay.
Not much. She is not a fighter.
So yeah, you have what you have. Alderon says if you have, I know they taught you how to do shields. It's just putting up a shield or two or three.
Yeah. I'm still basic mage too. I left before they did all the upgrades. So.
Okay. That's right.
Yeah. We were already in the air before they did the elders.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. I have truly.
Yeah. Alderon is
the little boy in the giant armor.
Alderon puts his hand on your head,
Okay.
and you perceive his mantle. It's a green mantle. Blaze. He is an elder mage. He's an elder hospitaller, elder mage, and elder pallant knight.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
When
And
you're that
he
old,
elevates
you
your
may as well
mantle
go
to master.
Yeah.
I don't have the numbers for that, but okay.
Well, we'll figure that out.
We can talk before the next game.
Yes. And he says, "Stay close to me."
Yes, I will do that.
And you proceed up. You are met by forces, armed forces, and Alderon goes up to talk to them, and then puts them away.
This is not the mage you were looking for.
They refuse to let him pass, and he says, "Well, that's unfortunate." And a pulse of virtue goes out that strikes them, and it is sufficient to leave them at negative hit points.
Okay.
They are down, and you proceed up to the gate, and goes through the gate, through the big courtyard that goes up to the secondary gates, and through people are there, but Alderon, you know what you're looking at. And Alderon in force is a terrifying being.
Yeah.
The people that are there, they have biome, or they have halos, so they at least have some measure of what they're going up against. And in general, they realize that this is out of their weight class. Mm-hmm. He opens the gates are locked on the inside. He fixes that and opens the gates. They're like, oh. And he leads you right up and through main passages brings you to the doors to the throne room.
Wow.
And he can perceive the presence of Quivendir and Lord Chris.
Am I perceiving stuff now too?
Yes. But there's also a great power. And do you want to give me this is more of a resolution?
Okay. I rolled a 595 plus 1 gives me a 4.
Okay. Alderon turns around, again, hand on your shoulder. You can feel, he doesn't tell you this, but you can feel the power on the other side. It's all the worst aspects of the shadows that you have encountered from the moment that you were first used to identify.
Yeah.
And it's more power. It's very clearly, it is there,
Like all the
ready,
big ones that
he
go
says.
together.
Are you willing to do this?
I am God's instrument. I will go where he sends me.
And he turns to the gates. And the credits roll.
Oh!
Thank you for coming. The next episode is titled Sunset.